Right now, joining me by way of a recorded phone line, Marlon Lee, who is the varsity women's basketball coach at Clayton High School. My friend, how are you? Welcome to the program.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Trey. I'm doing good. I'm glad you have me today, and I'm just trying to keep safe.
Hey, likewise, my friend. With everything going on right now, you're actually doing some driving. What are you doing?
Man, right at this moment, back down here in Smithfield, of course, where I'm born and raised and, still live. And I'm also serving as town councilman. One of the biggest things that I've been doing all year and even to this exact moment is I've been picking up student meals from West Smithfield Elementary and pretty much bringing them over to a community center near where I live and grew up. And so we're just feeding the kids every day. So I've been doing this since we've been out of school, actually since March or something. So,
wow. Good. That's fantastic. I knew you were a great person, but this just kind of proves it on paper as well.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, I may not be a good coach, but I think I'm all right guy. Once people really get to know me.
There you go. I don't care what they say. We like you right here for CRN. But hey, Marlon Lee joins me right here on the Comet Chat Podcast, a part of the podcast platform of CRN. Coach, real quick, let's kind of do a recap of everything that is going on. The Clayton girls varsity team went 21-5, but let's kind of give credit to a great season, of course, led by Marlon Lee, longtime head coach of the varsity women's basketball program at Clayton. Let's just kind of give a quick recap of how you believe the season went for your girls.
Well, definitely, coming off a season last year, in which we lost a 2,000-point Division I score in Asia Tide, just coming in, the biggest thing was going to be not really who, but how we was going to be able to fill that void. She was a 4-year player, definitely put up the points, definitely was a ball handler, the leadership that she gave us. But, with the group that we had this year, and the experience that some of the young ladies had on JV and, just having some 3- and 4-year varsity players, we really didn't miss a beat. We missed a beat, but we didn't miss a beat. But, we just had to do a lot of things by committee. And, that's what we did. So the cap off a year, at 21-5, it was a great year.
Absolutely. 21-5 overall and 9-1 inside the conference. Coach Marlon Lee joins me right here on the Comet Chat Podcast, part of the podcast platform for CRN. I'm your host, Trey Snodd. At the moment, I'm looking at the roster, Coach, and really normally what happens during a pandemic that we have going on and the season cancels, it's going to be canceled and potentially moving forward. We're not quite sure what's going to happen. Technically, you're only losing 3 seniors. Now, those seniors, Unique Best, Julie Clement, and Washington, but all 3 seniors, that's the only ones you're losing. And although great players, you have a plenty of great talent coming back for next year.
Most definitely. And them 3 seniors definitely mean a lot. They was in the program 4 years. Luckily, Kaisia's going to get a chance to play at the next level. She committed to Johnson Community College. So, that's great for her. Unique was that all-around defensive specialist hustler that we had, for her years that she put in at Clayton High School. And Julie Clement, she might not have played as much, but she still was part of the leadership, a team player. Always had a great attitude. So, definitely going to miss them 3 young ladies. But, definitely with the roster that we have coming back, we have a chance to be special again. And, that's only if, we use this pandemic time and, not really being able to, have our workouts and, camp and, off season, summer league that normally we did in Smithfield. So right now, it's going to be up to each individual to kind of, self-motivate and get some things done on their own. And, if we can all, get better, even I need to find out what I need to do to get better. But if we can all, get better, this summer, continue to get stronger, faster, more fundamentally sound, And, when we come back, hopefully we'll be back in the fall and, come season time, and we can have another special season next year.
Absolutely. 21-5, 9-1 inside the conference. Marlon Lee, the varsity women's basketball coach at Clayton High School, joins me right here on the Comet Chat Podcast. Coach, during this time, you mentioned a little bit about individually doing some work to prepare for the upcoming season. What kind of conversation have you had with your young program moving forward?
Just basically, I just tell them, man, even for the pandemic, we don't necessarily have to be, in a group, for you to get better. So, but definitely during this time now where, when we can't get in the gym, there are a lot of gyms that are closed. I just tell the young ladies, if you got a basketball or two, you can always get out, you can do some ball handling. You can always, go outside and run, sprints, do some, definitely do some exercises to stay in shape, because it's always key. And, one of the biggest things, which was a help for us this year, from the help of one of my parents, Mr. Darian Howard, he taped every game this year. So one of the biggest things that the young ladies can do is just go back and watch themselves, and that's always, good when you can see yourself. So when I'm telling the young ladies that you're not really boxing out, or that you're not really following through on your free throws, or, just a little detailed things, you can always go back and watch. And that's one of the biggest things that I've been doing pretty much every night. I'll throw in a game and then watch it. And, one of the different things I've been doing too is I kind of link it with my good buddies over at CRN, and I listen to you guys calling the game. So, so that's something that, that can definitely help us. And I'm glad you guys, cover the games. And I also am glad that, we had all our games filmed the way that we did.
And appreciate it for the kind words, but talking about somebody that needs to get better, I'm working on that as well. But, hey, Coach, and I love parents being involved with programs to a certain extent, of course. The baseball program that I'm a part of here locally, parents are absolutely vital in what we do with the film, like you just mentioned. And the dad you just mentioned, Doriana Howard, number 5, who is a freshman, All-American freshman for Clayton High School. Now you have her for another 3 years. How fantastic is that? And did you expect her to be this good early on, or how does that plan out for you?
Well, actually, I got a chance to see Ariana play, while she was in middle school or whatever. And, the realest thing that I can say, and I'm glad it changed, that, just attitude-wise, her attitude was just a little different. She was, so much better than the middle school talent right here that she really didn't have to work hard. But, she got involved with a great AAU program, whereas, some of the girls were mad, just a little bit better than she was. So then she was able to, to kind of work this a little hard. And so I think the transition that she had last summer, it definitely carried over into her freshman year this year. By her, being from Smithfield and then coming to Clayton, all the young ladies welcome her, with open arms. That's one thing I can definitely say about the program. We definitely have young ladies that get along well with each other. And that's just the biggest thing with managing young ladies. If you can get them to get along with each other, the coaching aspect is going to become easy. So, I kind of hate it for Dariana this summer, because this was going to be a big summer for her this summer. Because she was going to be moving up, playing on a different stage with her AAU. Wow. But, still, I've been in contact with her. She's been out in her driveway. She's been working on things, her shot. She's been working on, her ball handling, but I just hate, that she's not going to get that on game experience, playing against some good competition. But, this is something everybody's going to feel, the wrath of not playing. But, just to have her, back for 3 more years, it's going to be wonderful. And, we definitely got wonderful pieces around her. So, I just look forward to it.
Absolutely. And Marlon Lee joins me right here on the Comet Chat Podcast, on part of the podcast platform for CRN. I am Trace Nod. Now, the new upcoming freshman class for you guys, have you had a chance to kind of talk to anybody, talk to the middle school coaches, and then kind of see where any players coming up for you guys?
I did have a chance this year to kind of go over to the different middle schools and just kind of see some of the talent that we had, and definitely we're gonna have some more good young talent. I don't know if there'll be JV or varsity, but the last couple of years, we've had a good JV team under the direction of Coach Brent Bailey. And so it's going to be a lot of competition. Had a few sophomores that, traditionally, will move up to varsity. And the good year that the JV team had, they was co-champs this year in the conference, JV-wise. So, right now, just program-wise, we're doing pretty good. So just barring, you never know who may transfer in, who may transfer out. So, but right now, the future, kind of looks pretty good with Clayton High School girls basketball.
Absolutely. And CRN is looking forward to getting back on our feet and doing some more broadcasts for you guys for CRN or for Clayton High School. Moving forward, Coach, final question for you. When do you expect to really get the word, or have you received any word on when we're allowed to get back with our students?
I mean, things have really been changing. At first, there was a June 1 end of the dead period. Now, that's been moved back another 2 weeks to June 15th. And that's pretty much coming from the High School Athletic Association. But in conversations, with our principal, Dr. Bennett Jones, and also AD, John S. Musson, Johnson County may decide that, that we're not able to get back together or whatever. So, but, the biggest thing is the safety of everybody, athletes and everybody. So, this is just one of them things that, of course, everybody wants to be out there. I'm itching, to get back out there and get to working with the girls. But, right now, that's the biggest thing is safety. And it's not only going with high school, but college and the pros also too. So, we just got to be safe and, just kind of wait this thing out.
Well, Coach, I appreciate it for joining me right here on the Comet Chat Podcast. Always a pleasure talking to you, okay?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for all what you guys do, you and Wesley and the crew. And you guys stay safe and look forward to seeing you this fall and this winter.
Absolutely, my friend. Well, you stay busy, continue doing what you're doing because you're a great man for the community of Johnston County, and we consider you a great friend here at CRN.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Trey.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Right,
bye-bye.